Right, we're going to do the 3 spins after a double. Now one of the questions I've been getting is, what is the definition of a double? Well, if we have a look here, the 35, 19, 23, 35, that 35 is a double. There's 2 35s, and in between them no other number has come up twice. If we look over here, these numbers are all different numbers, so there's no double. Now once we get this double, there's your first number, there's your second number. It's the next 3 spins that we're going to bet on. So the first thing we do is we spin up and get the next number out. That will be the first number we bet on.
16. Red.
So it's number 16. It's the first number out after the double. We're going to put 1 chip on the 16. That's all you do. 1 chip on the 16, and we now spin. As you see, the 33 come out, not the 16, so we now put 16 back on, 1 chip back on the 16, and 1 chip on the next number out, which was the 33. That's all we do, nothing else. So it's cost this chip, and that previous chip. 3 chips, that's all it's cost. Now that actually, we'll just re-bet that for you. You can see there that the 33 come up. So one of these 2 numbers is what we're looking for to come up. Now if I just go over to here, to our analyzer, you will see the 35 and the 35 are there. So we've got the 35 and the 35. We'll now place the 16 in there. 16, just keep an eye on down here. Then the 33. And then the next 33. See? There, these were the numbers that we're talking about. When I said on the, just when you read before about the 1 and 3, this represents the first number out, and this represents the second number out. So after the double, there's the 35s. This here represents that the new double, which is these 2 here, what happened on the first number out after the double, the second one. So the 2, there's your 2, and the next time it came out to make the double was the 3rd time, so which is a 3. So as you see on this 10 and 11 thing up here, that meant that on the 10th spin after the last double was the first time the number that did double came out, and the 13th time after the last double was the second time the number came out to make it a double. So the first row here is always the number when it first came out, and over here is always when it came out the second time. So since that's a double, we can now, this here will start again, and the very next spin is called number 1 spin, number 2, number 3. So we'll just play this a few times to see, and you watch down here and it will tell you. What I was just doing here is, in these boxes for the 3 spins after a double, that cost us 3 chips, so I put -3. Okay, then over here we won the 35 chips, so I put 35 in there, which means we had a profit of 32. Except we get the 1 chip back from that last bet, so it only cost us 2. So we'll put a 2 there, which gives you a running tally of you're up 33 chips from that last time. Now when you recoup, you can take chips off there, but that's another story. So what we'll just do now is, because that's a double and I want to show you how this works, I will, and I must say, on this one we were very lucky that we got it on the very first double. You do not always get it on the first double. It's somewhere around 13 doubles. Somewhere in there you'll get your win. So that was just a bit of good luck. Now, we'll go and do a few more spins. And also I'm going to bet on that because it's another double, so we'll get rid of those bets and we'll spin up. This is also the first number after the double. So what I would do was I put 24 in there, and as you can see, nothing comes up here because it's the first number out after the double. But I'm also going to bet on that one. 24, 1 chip out on the first number after the double. Okay, so the 14 come out, so I'm going to click on the 14, and we still get nothing here because there has not been a double. So I'm going to rebet on the 24 and rebet on the 14. Okay, we didn't win anything there. Whoops. So now we've got the number 2. And still nothing comes up here because there's your double there, and the computer is now watching these numbers to see when we have a double. Now I will not be betting on this next time because that's all you do. You only bet on these 3 spins. That's it. You stop now and you recoup your 3 chips back by using one of the recouping systems, which you can have a look on the blog. Otherwise you just wait for your next double. So I'm going to spin again and get us our next double.
7 red. 4 black. 2 black.
Right. Okay. So the last number out we had 0. Why do we have? Oh, when I've come up here, I've clicked on there by mistake. So they're wrong. 0, 2, and 0 are wrong. Because the last number we had out was the 24. So that's okay, because those ones were mistakes. I just undo it. Okay, and it undoes it. So there it was, the 33, 33, and 24. 33, 33, and 24. Now I'll put these numbers in. 14, 2, and 7. So 14, there it is. 2, there, and 7, there. We still have nothing down here because we haven't had a double yet. Now we've got the next number out is a 4. We click on the 4. And now, you watch down here. This is 1, 2, the third number out after a double, and then 4, 5, 6. So I put the 2 in. And you see down there the 3 and the 6. That was telling you that in the last double, which was here, the next double, which is the 2s, the 2 2s, after the double, it took 1, 2, 3 spins, and that was the first time the number that became a double came out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the second time the number that became a double came out. Now when you get quite a few of these down here, you can click on this one button up here, and what that will do, it rearranges it from the smallest to the biggest, so you can have a look and see what's happening. Or you can click on the 2, and that will rearrange those from the smallest to the biggest. And then to go back to how you normally had it, you click on the N, and that puts out exactly how it came out. Now I'm just going to pause this, and I'm going to do a whole lot of spins so you can see. We'll get quite a few of them so you can see what happens. But what we're looking for is the first number out after the double to come out on the second spin as well, or the third spin, which is a 1 and a 3, or a 2 and a 3 as we have there. So I'll just pause that and put a few more of these in so you can have a look. Okay, so here we are, and as you can see, we've had 1, which is the 2 and the 3, the 2 and the 3, and the 1 and the 3. Those are 3 wins. And we just look on here, you can see there was 2 16s, which is a double, and then you have 2 numbers that come out the same in the first 3 spins. So there's another win. So once again, that 19 and that 19 become a new double, and away you go again. Now what I was going to show you here was that you may have to do quite a few doubles because you're only waiting for the doubles, and then you have 3 bets, and then you stop and you wait. But the key to this is you have to wait, and number 2 is you've got to recoup some of your chips back, because if you just play normally, then you have to win within the 12 or 13 or so games to make a profit. But it's just happened that in this particular one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 doubles, we had 3 wins. Now you will not get that normally. You might get 1 or 2, but it's normally roughly somewhere around 13 doubles you'll get your 1 win. But that can come out in any order. You can get 2 of them quickly, or like this, you can get 3 of them. Or in the bad times, you may have to wait 26 doubles, and then you'll get your 2 doubles. But it always works out in the end. But you must be patient on this one. If you do not have patience, forget it. Just don't do it. That's what I wanted to show you, and how this thing basically works and what you're looking for. So when I say 1 and 2, or 2 and 3, or 1 and 3, this is what I'm talking about. The first number out, coming out the second time on the third spin or on the second spin. Or the second number out, see the 2 there, that's the second number out, you come out on the third spin for the second time to make a double, which is now let's see, that one there's the first number out, and then on the third spin after double, so it's a 1 and a 3, which is that 1 and a 3. But sometimes you get, after the double, you get the 36 and 19. Those 2 numbers are the same. So that's how it basically works. If any more questions, let me know. Otherwise, go and practice.